Hi guys, Ian from footballboots.co.uk, and today we're taking a look at the Adidas Primeknit 2.0. Now, the original Primeknits were released in March last year. This is the second generation. Let's talk a little bit about the colorway. It's pretty nice kind of purple overall that's going on with these. It's got flashes of almost a pink, but definitely like a bright purple in with the weave, and then a little bit of the green in there as well. Then the other thing you'll see is the Adidas 3 stripes on the outside here. Nothing on the inside. You got the heel logo. Colors wise, it's a real bright, vivid green running around the heel lining all the way around here. That's also deployed on the sole. This sole is the same sole as you'll see on the current F50 Adi Zeros. And the rest is this deep purple. Colors actually go together quite nicely. It's definitely a bold, bright boot, but in that category, it looks pretty good to me. Guys, I got to tell you, these do live up to the marketing. They probably are one of the most comfortable boots that I've put on. Fit really nicely around your foot. They've just got this amazing wrap around the top here, especially on my left foot. Just feel like it's like absolute perfection on my foot. Great way to start out. On my right foot, they are just a little bit tighter in this initial wear. I have a feeling that as soon as I start running around, they're just going to loosen up enough to feel really good in there as well. In fact, this is the second time I've put these on and they already feel a bit better, but it's just the boot is following the contour of my foot really nicely. Really great feel and fit. I've gone true to size with these, and I definitely think that's the way to go. Feel really good. So let's talk a bit about this raised collar at the heel. It does look a bit weird. It's one of those things that you look at on the boot and you think, okay. But it's really useful for being able to pull the boot on. So that could be one aspect of it. If you think about trying to put on like the Oba or the Superfly, if you've ever tried to do that, they can be a bit of a pain to pull on too. You're kind of pulling on the raised collar on those. So it seems to be with these knitted woven boots, you need something to be able to help you kind of get your foot in there. So that's probably why it's there. As you can see, it's curving away from my heel, from my Achilles region. So I don't actually think that this is going to be a pain when I'm playing in them. It's just kind of there, helpful to get them on, and does look a bit strange, but it does serve a function. So note how this lacing runs all the way up the tongue here. It means it's going to stay nicely in place all the time. You're going to have a consistent fit throughout your entire match. Now some boots, they have one lace that goes through a loop, but this one's just got it through like 5-6 times, really nice and locked in. Another good touch is this vacuum skin. Now the vacuum skin on the tongue, it is here, which means you're going to get the waterproofing, which is a nice touch. You don't get that on the Oba or the Superfly. But it runs up to here, and then they've stopped it, and it just means that this material here is nice and soft, and it's not going to dig into your foot or anything like that. Any of you that had the F50s with the speed foil might have found sometimes that cut in on the tongue area, so Adidas have learned a lesson there, and this just feels pretty good, and it's a nice idea to stop the vacuum skin at this point here and leave it comfortable here. So let's talk a little bit about the upper. You've got this area in the darker blue almost, and this kind of feels a bit like a Superfly, very soft and thin and all that. And then here on the upper, it's this kind of inverted dimples. It's hard to tell that they're there because of the green and the brighter purple, but there's lots of small little kind of holes almost. You think about like a hypervenom upper, they're a lot smaller than that, but it means that you've got this nice little kind of control aspect to this boot. Another thing is this nice area here, which they've made another point for control. Feels really good when you're passing the ball in and off on here and bringing it in. So overall, they've done a lovely job with the upper. This dimpling effect is really useful. It's something you're seeing on a lot of boots nowadays. The New Balance boots that are coming out, they're going to have the same kind of dimpling. This is a smaller version of it, but it's definitely effective. Definitely looks good, definitely performs well. So I mentioned previously, you recognize this sole plate. It's just pulled off the F50s. Now, it makes a lot of sense. Adidas had like Javier Rodriguez, Luis Suarez, Torres, a bunch of strikers, a bunch of F50 wearers, excluding Torres. that have switched to wear these for a game, and so they're used to this sole plate. This is something that Adidas are pretty confident in at the moment, and something that they're using on a lot of their silos, even on the messy boots. So they've just plugged it into the Primeknits. It's easy enough for Adidas. They're making a whole bunch of these soles anyway, and they can just switch them in and put them onto these models. Brings the production costs down for them. Right guys, the review of the Primeknit. I've got to tell you, this is one of the best boots that you can buy at the moment. Yes, they're on a little bit more expensive because they're the limited editions, but Adidas have put a lot of time and effort into crafting a really quality boot. Does a lot of good things. It's a shame really for the players that they don't get to wear them for that long. They switch back to their regular boots. Only thing you've got to get your head around is this heel here. Looks a bit strange, but it does provide a function. Does mean that you can get them on and off easily. And that's the only thing that I'd say was anything even to consider about this boot. Everything else is really good. I love wearing them. I'm going to continue to wear them. Now guys, thanks for watching this review. If you've got your own review of your own boots, make sure you take part in our boot tester competition. You could be featured on the channel. Check that out, it's on the channel now. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. You probably are subscribed, so thank you very much for that. Right guys, I'm going to go put these back on and go play some more football. Go enjoy your football yourself. Catch you later.